Yes, Big U, a gentleman that's from Los Angeles, is getting the news. He probably already received this news because this incident took place on Friday evening, Halloween evening in Los Angeles. And the news that he received that one of his kids, got unfortunately unalived in Los Angeles on Halloween night. And that's devastating news to any parent. And unfortunately, Big U is currently incarcerated. And if you don't know who is Big U, you could just actually look him up. He's a known Los Angeles gentleman, born and raised out of Los Angeles, California. He just got indicted on some serious charges by the federal government. And if you know about this gentleman's story, he has a lot of things that's going against him right now in his life. A lot of people came forward with information of what this gentleman was involved in for years of his life, and he's actually in jail waiting to go on trial in his situation. And something really terrible happened in his family. One of his kids unfortunately lost their lives on Halloween night. So yeah, and listen, it's terrible news. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to ever, no parent, I'm pretty sure no parent ever want to find out that their kid got unfortunately unalived, especially when they were not around.
I want to sign two, Grammy. Look at these two dudes, Louis and Nipsey Hussle. On the block. What is that, yo? He's coming on. That's he said, got it. Ain't nothing. I love nothing.
And the two people that you see in the video, well, you see three. The gentleman, Big U, is the one that's actually holding the camera, and that's his son in the background. And the other gentleman was Nipsey Hussle. Both of the guys that was in the background with the white tank tops, both of them unfortunately lost their lives in Los Angeles from senseless violence. They both was associated with Big U. Nipsey Hussle, also a rapper from Los Angeles, California area, and that was his son, also a rapper in the Los Angeles, California area as well. And they're all gang affiliated people. If you know about California, it's rigged with gangs every single place. So Big U, once again, is a gentleman that was holding the camera, and his son that was unalived was right behind him. The one in the tank top, well, there was two guys in the tank top, but the short one, that was actually his son that got killed on Halloween night. It's very unfortunate what happened with his son, but later on in this video, I'm going to just explain to you why things like this happens, and it's unfortunate, but I'm going to explain to you guys, why stuff like that happened when we least expected it.
Very well-known Crip got killed tonight. He has one son that plays for the Chargers and one son that does not, and I don't know which son it was that got killed. I think it's the son who doesn't play for the Chargers.
And the video you just seen right there was actually the police scene where the homicide took place in Los Angeles, California. And this scene was actually, this gentleman went into what you call a smoke shop. And lately I've been seeing these smoke shops popping up all over New York State. Like 2 years ago, I'll say a year ago, there was not that much smoke shop. I don't smoke, I don't do drugs and none of that stuff, but lately I've been realizing there is so many of these things popping up all over the place in New York State. And to me, it always seems like those are places that bad things could occur. For some reason, every time I drive past one of those places or walk past one of those places, it always pops in my head like, this is the type of environment that breeds bad energy. Like something always tells me, like, get away from this area. And the reason I brought this up, this gentleman, Big U's son that got unalived, he was actually coming out of a smoke shop. And allegedly, there was a car that pulled up and was basically calling him to come to the car. Listen, I'm from New York State. Late evening, when at the point of sunset, if somebody call you from a car telling you to come to that car, it's a possibility if you go up to that car, you know the people that's sitting inside of that car. It has to be, you know, whomever is supposed to be inside of that car, without a doubt. So I don't understand why he was walking up to that car and the people inside of that car just literally started letting off on this gentleman. This gentleman was hit several times. So when I first heard about the story, I'm like, it has to be some type of back door going on, meaning that he had to know someone inside of that car for him to be walking up to that car. Because don't matter, bro, I don't care what neighborhood you grew up in, you don't walk to a strange car with people inside of the car you don't know. Especially on Halloween night, when people are wearing masks, when people are out in the streets to commit crimes, you don't walk up, and plus that's a neighborhood he's not from. So all of those things to me didn't add up. Like, why was he in that neighborhood, first of all? Okay, he's driving in the neighborhood, he's not from that area or whatever. You pulled over to go to a smoke shop, okay, fine. But yet, coming out of the smoke shop, why would you walk up to an unknown car? Why would you walk up to a car you have no acknowledgement about, the people in the car itself, you don't know nothing. For him to go up to that car, he had to know someone inside of that car. It's just common sense. You don't walk up to, and especially he's a grown man, in a neighborhood he's not from, in an area that he knows that is his enemies is from that area. So why would you walk up to a strange car if someone is calling you? Me personally, I don't never go up to nobody's car. If you call me and you see me in the streets or wherever, in the gym, you see me. If you call me and you want my attention, you will have to come up to me. I don't walk up to people. If you call me, that means you want to say something to me. You come to me. I'm not going to you. And I was taught that from a young age from my grandparents. If someone call you, that means they want to have a conversation with you, but you don't make it convenient for them to and go to them. If they really want to say something to you, they'll walk up to you and have that conversation. So I really didn't understand the fact that he walked up to that car and immediately on his way to approach that car, they just started letting off on this gentleman. 7, 8, 9, 10 times letting off on this gentleman, and right there. But this guy's father has a very, very dark history. Are we going to get into that part of the story right now?
After I got out of jail, I got a call a couple of days later that Big U had put a hit out on me. Oh, wow. And so a few people called and told me, but one person that called me was Monique Slaughter. And we quit being friends because she was going around telling people that Big U had put a hit out on me. Oh, wow. And that was like, wow, like, you put a hit out on me because what?
And that video you just witnessed right there, that was actually an artist that was working with Big U. And she had went to jail, and then she came out, she got released, and then she found out that Big U had put out a hit on her life. So that's the part of the story I want to get to in regards to Big U. Big U has a very, very known, documented past. And that's one of the reasons why he's actually in jail right now, fighting for his freedom. He was arrested by the federal government for extortion, for murder, for he has a lot of serious charges that he's facing right now as we speak. And the reason I wanted to speak on that part of this gentleman's life is that I believe in karma. I truly, truly believe in karma. And when you do bad things to people to get ahead in life, I honestly know for 100 trillion% fact that it's going to come back to you sooner or later. And sometimes the way karma works, it doesn't immediately get you. Karma will do something to you that will bring you to your knees. This gentleman right now, he's sitting in jail for murder of someone else's son, a friend of one of his kids. Big U has a son that is playing professional football in the NFL league. He has one son that's playing professional football, and that son had a friend that also was working with Big U on music, and that friend had went to Las Vegas in the United States. Make a long story short, allegedly Big U and someone else drove to Las Vegas, and allegedly Big U was involved. Allegedly, once again, Big U was involved in the passing away of this gentleman, of one of his son's friends. So this man has a very documented history of him doing a lot of bad things to other people. You know, and this specific woman that I just showed you, she was one of his affiliation. She was affiliated with him. She was working with him. And she came to a point that she no longer wanted to do business with him because she actually found out a couple of things that he was doing that she didn't really want to be a part of. So she decided to pull away from him. And he didn't take that news too lightly. So guess what he wanted to do? He wanted to unalive this woman because she no longer wanted to do business with him. Also, the first video I showed you where I mentioned the gentleman by the name of Nipsey Hussle, rapper from Los Angeles, California as well. He was also associated with Big U. And at the point of him losing his life, he went his separate ways. He cut ties with Big U in the music because he was doing music with Big U as well. Right before he passed away, he cut ties with Big U with the music venture. He no longer wanted to do business with Big U. And allegedly, once again, Big U had something to do with that gentleman Nipsey Hussle's being unalived. So this gentleman Big U was involved in a lot of things, and it's documented. He was involved in a lot of things that was very cruel, very disheartening to other people. And when you go down the path of doing bad to others to accomplish your goals in life, believe it or not, it's going to catch up to you sooner or later. And now he's in jail having to receive this type of news that one of his son got unalived. As a parent, I'm pretty sure that's what no parents want to hear about one of the kids losing their lives, especially losing your life in senseless violence. But you have to realize and take into consideration, Big U went down that path and doing a lot of bad things. And Big U went down that path allegedly doing a lot of bad things to others to accomplish his goals. So my whole point is to you guys, it all comes back around. Whenever you involve yourself with doing any bad things to accomplish your goals in life, it's always going to come back to you sooner or later. And it comes back to you in the worst way. You know, like him losing his kid, those are things that will bring you as a parent to your knees. Like, I know there's nothing he could do about it because he's locked up behind bars. There's nothing he could do or say about it. He can't talk on the phone reckless. He can't, nothing could be done on his end because he's fighting for his freedom. He has a lot of serious federal charges that he's facing right now. It's a possibility this man will do decades in prison before he ever walks the streets ever again before he ever walks the streets of Los Angeles or any parts of the United States. Is a possibility he will do decades behind bars. I hope and wish Big U and his family the best. May God rest his son's soul. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason I wanted to make this video just to let you guys know that every single bad things that we do in life, eventually we are going to have to face the consequences for them sooner or later. And if you don't believe in karma, I want you to honestly take a look at this video and take a look into Big U's life story. And then, if you still don't believe in karma, something is wrong with you. Just take a deep dive in Big U's life story and you're going to see what I'm trying to say to you guys. Every bad things that we do, there is a consequences that we have to pay sooner or later. May God bless everybody in this world, man. Everybody in the United States, may God bless us all. Everybody and all of God's kids around the world, may God bless you guys all. To a commander-in-chief, to a president of the United States, salute from me to you, sir, on this beautiful, wonderful day and forever. May God bless you and your family, sir, on this beautiful, wonderful day and forever. May God watch over you and your family, sir, on your travels within the United States and on your travels outside the United States. And that's so commander-in-chief to a president of the United States, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, always treat people with the love, the kindness, the care, and the loyalty you expect them to treat you with. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and His family. Always make God a part of your decision making. Always treat people the way you want to be treated in life. Don't take advantage of other people for your own selfish gains. Because every time you do bad to someone else for you to accomplish your goals, I promise you, eventually it's going to come back to you sooner or later. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, until then, please let's work together to accomplish our goals. Please let's do what's right for each other, guys. Let's work together to make this world a better place and a safer place for us all.